Second.
All those in favor of the minutes? Oh, wait a minute. Any comments, corrections, questions? Hearing none, all those in favor of approving the minutes, please say aye.
Aye.
Minutes are approved. Resolutions. Resolution 3953, a resolution amending the boundary of the City of Mequon Sanitary Sewer area for the part of town we just talked about.
I am, because I need.
Staff, quickly.
Correct. So this correlates it. The property currently is not inside the sewer service area, and so for it to be served with public sewer, there's a requirement for it to be. We are also including with the initial request the two homes that are inside of there. Those two property owners can decide as we move through the process whether they would like to be included in the sewer service area or not. We're just including them with the initial request so they have the ability to do so. We were notified that the developer is interested in pursuing preliminary plat and development agreement approval if this passes while it moves through the process with Sewer PAC and MMSD. So if we want to allow so, we'd ask for there to be a conditional approval that preliminary plat and DA does not include vested rights until the sewer service area boundary amendment is approved.
Thank you. And before I forget, I did have one comment card on this item from Jane Chiraco. I'm sorry, I messed that up big time. 10129 North Swan Road.
Right. I'm one of the two houses there. The big oblong white thing is my barn. And the home was the Gittinger farm built in 1861. So my house has been standing there for 161 years. I have to say, I agree with a lot of the Huntington Park residents. We knew that this was going to be a subdivision someday, and now you voted 5-3 to make it 1 acre lots. I guess I was hoping for something bigger than that, but maybe not 5 acres. The reason I wanted to come tonight is because I'm on a holding tank as well as my neighbor, and there's been nothing in the plans to give us an easement to get to the sewer system. And so it used to be that north lot, which was lot 84 on the old plan, was also going to have a problem with their wastewater because we don't percolate. So unless we get on a sewer, we'll have to stay on our holding tanks. And so what I would like to see, since we're going to move forward, is that you consider what's the shortest amount of tunneling I'm going to have to do to connect my sewer to the new sewer.
I think we may have an answer.
Yeah, we both have an answer, and because of the timing of this, we didn't want to pressure either of the residents into it. As you are aware, coming into the sewer service area comes with financial obligations, including a sewer tax, and we certainly didn't want to impose that on the residents if they're not otherwise interested. So as we move through the process, if they commit that they want to be included in the sewer service area through the preliminary plat process, we would require them to have legal access to that, the sanitary as it's otherwise designed.
Okay, and it's not designed yet, so you can't say exactly
Correct.
where it'll go.
Yes. But we'll ensure as a part of the preliminary plat that there is either easement or that it is on main for access, assuming that they've committed to connection.
And hopefully that we don't start paying the sewer tax until we get connected, so that we're not paying.
You would. That's why we're trying to clarify. You would. So that's why we want to be sure that you understand that.
And so when would we have to start paying that tax?
As soon as the sewer service area amendment is complete.
Okay. So then we have to pay twice. So we have to pay to have our wastewater hauled away, and we have to pay for a tax that would be for a service that we may never get to because the developer may put the easement so far away.
No, we would negotiate that as a part of the preliminary plat. So we would ensure that the easement, but we're not going to provide an easement if you're not going to be a part of the sewer service area, because then you receive the benefit without paying the tax. So we didn't want to pressure you into it. So that was the point of including it now and giving us the time to be able to work through this. As you know, this takes 6 to 9 months to otherwise work through the process with Sewer PAC and MMSD. So we wanted to ensure that we're not otherwise obligating them to anything that they weren't looking for.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, bringing it back. Is there any discussion from the commission? I see we lost a member. All those, someone want to call the question or provide a motion?
So moved. Motion to approve resolution 3953.
Motion and a second?
Yes.
Second.
Okay. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
And the motion, is there anyone opposed? Hearing none, the motion passes. Next item is Resolution 3954, resolution approving an award for a contract for rehabilitation of 96 sanitary sewer laterals in the Riverdale Park and Riverland Drive lift station areas to Visu Sewer of Wisconsin, Pewaukee, Wisconsin, in the amount of $298,001. Any discussion required, or does anyone want a short staff report? Seeing none,
No.
Is there a motion?
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
That dollar amount,
Is
we
it-
need a roll call.
we probably have to roll call dollar amount. Okay, let's do a roll call on that.
Alderman Bushy.
Aye.
Alderman Meyer.
Aye.
Commissioner Hancher.
Aye.
Commissioner Garrow.
Aye.
Commissioner Parrish.
Aye.
Commissioner Schneider.
Aye.
And Commissioner Nervin.
Aye. Next up, Resolution 3955, a resolution approving award of a contract to inspect the rehabilitation of those same 96 laterals to Bloom Companies LLC from Milwaukee in an amount not to exceed $63,294.
Move to approve.
A motion?
Second.
A second? Motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, please call the roll.
Commissioner Meyer.
Aye.
Commissioner Hancher.
Aye.
Commissioner Garrow.
Aye.
Commissioner Parrish.
Aye.
Commissioner Schneider.
Aye.
Commissioner Nervin.
Aye.
Commissioner Strelchuk.
And that resolution passes. Resolution 3956, a resolution authorizing a change to the sanitary sewer manhole rehabilitation contract to National Power Routing of Chicago in the amount of $587. Is there a motion?
Move to approve. Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? This is low enough, we don't need a roll call, right? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. That motion passes. Discussion item 4, consideration of a sanitary sewer refund clause. So maybe just a quick overview from staff, and then we'll bring it back for some discussion.
The water utility is required by PSC to provide a refund clause for those building contribute developments that otherwise provide transmission main, that the connection for anyone with a lateral connection to that main would pay their connection fee then back to the developer through a refund clause. We recently had an inquiry from a developer whether the sewer utility offers the same. It does not, and the inquiry was whether we were willing to consider one. Right now, I'm just looking for the straw poll vote as to whether it's a policy discussion you would like to pursue or not, so that I can respond to the developer. I will just note that among other things, we should otherwise review the connection fee in general. I don't think it's ever changed since the establishment of the utility, so that will happen independent of your decision as to whether you will complete a refund clause or not, but we're just looking to see whether there's an interest in pursuing it or whether we should respond to the developer that we would not consider one and that there is not one offered.
Thank you. So yeah, it's a little bit of disparity between our water policy and our sewer policy. And I think the benefit to this is if there's a large development that goes downstream and then others fill in behind them, they reap the benefit of the first guy running the main the long way. And he's got no way to recoup some of his costs. And I think it's worked well on the water side. So this came up as a discussion item, whether we'd be willing to entertain it or not. I guess the details would be forthcoming.
Of course.
We're just looking for general interest in exploring it further while not committing to actually approving anything.
Sounds reasonable.
So, straw poll, show of hands. Everyone willing to progress.
Look at it, yes.
Looks like you got your answer.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now we need a motion to adjourn so we can go back to council.
Move to adjourn.
Motion and a second. All those in favor of adjourning, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, we're back.